Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tutorials, and in this video I'm going to be kicking off the new Meteor topic series by covering the Blaze base that we're going to be using for the remainder of this series. So this video is just going to be talking about a little bit about what comes with that code and how to get it and how to get started. Now keep in mind, if Blaze isn't your thing, I'm also going to be doing the same content using React and Angular. So the React base and the Angular base for Meteor are coming very soon, so keep your eyes open for that. So let's get started with these new topics in Meteor. So to get started, we're going to want to go ahead and grab the Blaze base from the Level Up Tuts GitHub page. I can link to this in the description of the video. Now, this Blaze base is really just going to be used as a base for all sorts of these Meteor topics videos. The idea with any of these is that we'll have a nice base to work off of to add various features, but the features won't be dependent on one another through all these different Meteor topics. Since this is the first Meteor topics video though, however, this base file is likely to change over time and maybe evolve a little bit, so you can always grab a new version and see what's new. So let's go ahead and grab this URL here, the SSH, and let's clone this into wherever you keep your sites. So we can come to terminal. So now we just need to git clone and then clone the Blaze base. Now you'll see it's going to grab that project, and if we change into that particular project, which is Blaze base, now from inside of this Blaze base, all we need to do is type Meteor. Now this is going to get our app up and running. As you can see, we now have our app up and running after it's grabbed all of the dependencies. Let's head to our local host now. And as you can see, we should be greeted with this landing page. We have a couple of fake example buttons, we have a fake billboard, and the Level Up Tutorials logo up here. We also have links to home and a dashboard. Now these things aren't really doing a whole lot. Right now, we just have some basic dashboard content, but none of these links are actually active yet. These are sort of things that we're going to build into this shell. Keep in mind that this is a shell that we're going to be adding in functionality as we go using various Meteor topics. And don't worry if a particular topic doesn't interest you, you can always use this Blaze base to work with the next topic that comes up. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this into our text editor. I'm going to be using Sublime Text for these videos. If you're wondering, I'm using the Material Dark theme. So before we get started, let's run down exactly what's going on in this Blaze base. Now you can see we have a basic styles.scss. Now as you can see, starting at the bottom up, we have a styles.scss, which is importing just a basic normalized.scss and a base file. Now we just have some real basic CSS in here. This of which is likely to get changed and updated as this series progresses, so we have more and more of a complete thing. I'll be making sure that any sort of updates to this are noted in the video. Now we're also using Flow Router, and in addition to Flow Router, we're using Flow Router layouts. So if we head to routes.js, you can see we have Flow Router, and we only have two routes set up. We have a basic home route and a basic dashboard route. You can see we're using the Blaze layout.render, and we're passing in different layouts. We have the home layout, which is going to be used for anything that we have, basically like a home page layout, and then we have the app layout. Now the difference being in the two is that the homepage layout has this billboard, it basically just has a header, and the dashboard, the application layout, has this sidebar menu, typical to what you'd see if you had your account logged in and you were managing something. Right now there's no permission set up to allow anyone not to see this, so we would want to add that later down the road once we add user accounts and eventually roles. So let's head back to the code. You can see that inside of home layout, we're just rendering home, and inside of app layout, we're just rendering dashboard. Let's actually come up and check out the index.html. All we're doing is importing Open Sans, which is just the font that we're using here. Other than that, nothing crazy going on. Now in our Sass folder, we have the base file, which contains some mixins, and we have a normalize, which is just a basic normalize. Now inside of public is just our static assets, such as the level up logo, and let's head to client. In client, I have 3 folders. This is going to change based on which particular project we're working on. For the first Meteor topics, which is going to be on accounts, we're going to build up everything essentially in these accounts folder. If you'll notice, we have layouts, which includes our app layout, our home layout, and we also have a main layout, which right now is identical to the home layout, just with a different name and class. And in pages, we have dashboard and home. Now, there's not too much of a difference here. This just includes our billboard, and in dashboard, it just includes the page title that says dashboard. Inside of our partials is where we include things that are going to be used on multiple pages, such as the app navigation. The app nav is this navigation that's featured in the left-hand bar right here. We'll be adding and subtracting and just modifying this based on which topic we're talking about. The header includes the main navigation, also an H1 with the Level Up Tuts logo. Now inside of main nav, we have a list item which has home and dashboard. This again is going to be changing based on the topics that we're working on. We also have a main nav.js, which is at this point blank. So as you can see, this is the Blaze base file for our Meteor topics. Now keep in mind, if you're not working in Blaze, that's no problem, because I'm going to be doing these same videos for React and Angular. So every single one of these topics I'm going to cover, I'm going to have a Blaze base, a React base, and an Angular base. So you can work with whatever your front-end language is of choice. Now the Blaze videos will be coming first, but the others will follow soon after. So keep checking the channel if that's something you're interested in. So now that you're familiar with the Blaze base, we're ready to get started on our Meteor topic. First topic we're going to be covering is going to be user accounts in Meteor. So over the next few videos, we're going to be building a more customized user account system, and we're going to be building up to that by just showing you sort of what customization options exist for you, how we can get deeper and deeper into building a custom authentication system. And like I said, if user accounts aren't something you're interested right now, check back later and there's going to be more Meteor topics using this same Blaze base. Many of these topics will be announced very soon. So if there's something you'd like to see in particular, leave a comment in this video and I will do my best to add it to the list of topics coming in this gigantic Meteor topics tutorial series. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tutorials. If you'd like to help support the creation of these free tutorials, head over to store.leveluptutorials.com and help support. I've done over 800 free tutorials on YouTube now, and I'm hoping to push that at least 200 more this year, maybe more than that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.